hear? In less than an hour's time, all that will be left of this planet will be ashes and cosmic dust. Forever. Then, you will be among the dead.
What's up, Vault Dwellers? Hey, you know what's better than a great parody? A terrible movie that accidentally becomes one. Today, we're talking about unintentional spoofs. These are films that were supposed to be serious, scary, or action-packed, but instead became unintentional comedies. These are cinematic equivalent of someone tripping on stage, then trying to bow like they meant it. What makes an unintentional parody? Without even trying? Well, here's a few common ingredients. You have wild tonal shifts, overused genre tropes played dead straight, amateur production values, and dialogue so earnest it loops back to hilarious. These are the movies that tried to soar, but nosedived into cult movie legend. Some are painful, some are art, but all are entertaining in the worst best way. So strap in for some insane martial arts, beds that eat people, awkward beach shootouts, and more spandex than late night fitness infomercials. All right, let's get accidentally weird.
That's why your mother's so fat, her shadow weighed 40 pounds. Your mother's so dumb, she studied all night for a blood test. Your mother's so dumb, she was in a shootout, got stabbed.
Let's get this started with Axum, which is, if you gave a camcorder to a bunch of college friends on a weekend retreat and you said, hey, go make a slasher film, but don't you worry about things like scripts, lighting, or even acting.
I got the music. I got the gun.
The result? It's a horror movie so off the rails, it lands itself in surreal parody land. Michael Mfume, son of a U.S. congressman, he wrote, directed, produced, and starred in this baffling attempt at a teen horror flick.
We're gonna die. Everybody gonna get up. I don't believe it.
The plot involves a group of young adults heading to a cabin in the woods, only to be picked off one by one by a killer with the world's most inconsistent backstory. The audio, it's a war zone. The camera work defies laws of physics. And characters, they just disappear mid-film and never return.
I mean, you win some, you lose some.
But what really pushes this into unintentional parody territory, it's how seriously it all wants to be taken. I mean, it delivers slasher tropes with such misplaced confidence that it feels like a sketch comedy spoof, except no one actually told the cast. I mean, it's a masterclass in what happens when ambition meets zero budget and zero irony. And yet, it's just kind of mesmerizing.
You gotta go back and kick his goddamn ass. No. For both of us. You go back and you kick his ass. I ain't going back.
What do you have for me this time? Cryptography? Hacking into a banking system? Hacking into the stock market? Closing down a bank? Fixing an election? It's all easy.
Neil Breen's movie, it's what would happen if Tommy Wiseau watched The Matrix and thought, yeah, I can do that, but with a lot more cyber terrorism.
I've set up attack diversions at various targets around the world.
Double Down is Breen's magnum opus of nonsense. It's a techno thriller with just no thrills. This is actually starring Breen himself as a mysterious lone agent with godlike powers and a tragic backstory involving a dead fiancé. From the very first frame, it's pretty clear Breen believes he's crafting a serious, high-concept espionage tale. What he actually delivers is a film so overloaded with exposition
And waking up on the ground in a sweat. I'm so confused and depressed.
and digital stock footage, it just starts feeling like performance art. I mean, there's voiceover for days, impossible hacking sequences, and just this endless desert of shots where just nothing happens. And yet, you just can't look away. Everything about Double Down is hilariously misguided. From its belief that multiple laptops and cans of tuna make a compelling hacker,
I don't need much to live on anymore. I just eat tuna out of the can and live in the car.
to Breen's monotone line delivery that treats every moment like Shakespearean tragedy.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
But it's that unshakable sincerity that makes it work as unintentional spoof gold. Watching this film feels like discovering a conspiracy made of ham radios, pigeons, and just pure ego. And honestly, I think we're actually all better for it.
He's done that many times before. So the orders up from the top is not to track him or follow him anymore. He's too smart for us. Magician.
The seat of our father.
Okay, you gotta believe me that yes, this is a real movie. And yes, it's about a bed that eats people. Not on the bed. The actual bed itself eats people. This was written and directed by George Barry. So Deathbed, the bed that eats, it's a horror film with art house aspirations and a plot of a sketch comedy. The film was actually just lost for decades before being rediscovered and celebrated as a cult curiosity. The bed doesn't just eat flesh. I mean, it digests like everything from apples to buckets of chicken, complete with the slurping sound effects. There's also a ghost trapped in a painting who narrates the events in the most serious and poetic tone imaginable.
If I could talk beyond my painting to warn you, it'd still be too late to avert the horror that awaits you.
You know what's wild? It's how committed the movie is to its ridiculous premise. It's shot with this dreamy dissolves and symbolic imagery and voiceovers that wouldn't feel out of place in a Bergman film.
I've been in prison behind my painting in this limbo for 60 years now since my death.
All of it in service of a story that just literally involves a demon-possessed piece of furniture with acid stomach juices. This movie wants to be gothic and horrifying. Instead, it's just one of the most unintentionally hilarious genre send-ups ever made.
There's no flesh left. There's hardly any blood. It's almost like a surgical operation.
You want to come with us? Mr. Chang, that's very stupid. Oh? Bringing a knife to a gunfight?
Andy Sidaris, who's the king of bullets, bombs, and babes cinema. But Hard Ticket to Hawaii, it transcends its skin-deep action roots and lands squarely in unintentional comedy heaven. It's a spy thriller that thinks it's James Bond, but ends up more like a Cinemax taking it to the max on expired Red Bull. The plot, it's something about drug smuggling and a deadly snake infected with cancer.
It's a very dangerous snake. It'll kill anybody it comes in contact with.
The execution, it's just absolute chaos. Every scene feels like it was written by someone who's only seen movies maybe through like a hotel peephole.
How do you zoom this camera in to make the shot tighter? Just push this red button right here. Okay.
The acting is stiff. The dialogue is pure cheese.
Got a great app.
So do you, Pilgrim.
And the action set pieces, there's like exploding frisbees, blow-up dolls, and just one unforgettable death by toilet. They're pure parody gold. What makes it hilarious is that everyone involved thinks it's awesome. I mean, you can feel the crew giving like 110%.
Practice, Rowdy, practice.
Even when a character says, "This is for the Molokai cops," before launching a rocket. Sidaris, I mean, bless him, directs with the enthusiasm of a teenager who just discovered slow motion on his phone. It's a film that wears its incompetence with pride. I mean, you're gonna laugh, you might even gasp, and by the time the snake makes its final jump scare, you're gonna wonder why more spy thrillers don't feature lethal reptiles.
Guardian, take my revenge. Kill them.
Starcrash is Italy's answer to Star Wars. Except, no one told them how spaceships work.
There is a malfunction.
A malfunction?
Or how to frame a shot. Or what coherent storytelling is. This movie is just a wild mashup of every sci-fi cliche imaginable, executed with such over-the-top sincerity that it lands somewhere between tribute and accidental parody.
Stella.
Simon.
Stella.
Simon.
You've got your evil galactic emperors, some space Amazons, a laser sword-wielding robot cowboy with a southern accent,
You can't keep a good robot down.
and a glowing David Hasselhoff. Yeah, David Hasselhoff. And he's got a lightsaber. And it still somehow makes less sense than that sounds. Director Luigi Cozzi crammed every sci-fi trope into one glitter-drenched roller coaster. And the result is so earnest, it bounces right into hilarity. The visual effects are bargain bin wonders. Dialogue sounds like it was translated through like 4 different languages first. And the score by John Barry, it just feels like it's in the wrong movie. But, I mean, that only makes it better. This is the kind of film that you don't watch so much as maybe survive and love, because Starcrash, it doesn't know it's funny, but you absolutely will.
Your Highness. Yes, Elric? An entire space fleet is approaching this fortress.
What? Call in all our forces immediately. We will wipe out the Emperor completely.
So they call him Samurai, huh?
Yes. His real name is Joe Marshall. They call him Samurai. He speaks fluent Japanese. He got his martial arts training from the masters in Japan.
You know, some movies, they're so bad they're good, right? Samurai Cop is so bad, it actually rewrites the rules of cinema. Intended as a gritty, East meets West cop thriller, this film instead feels like a police procedural movie written by aliens pretending to be human. Our hero, Joe Marshall, he's a California cop trained in samurai arts who partners with a wisecracking sidekick to take down the Katana gang.
Why did you come under?
I'm an undercover cop.
That all sounds pretty standard, right? Well, until you see it executed. Matt Hannon, our lead, wears a suspiciously fake-looking wig through like half the movie because of continuity issues. And the dialogue is like chopped up ADR with no emotional consistency.
Leave me alone! Get a job!
The stunts are filmed like rehearsal footage, and the love scenes, I mean, imagine a daytime soap opera that got canceled like mid-shoot.
How did you know I'd come home with you?
I can read eyes.
But it's the sincerity that seals it. The director clearly thought he was making an action epic, but what he made was an accidental masterpiece of stilted delivery, long, awkward pauses, and chase scenes filmed in mall parking lots. It's unintentionally hilarious, from the first awkward frame to the baffling final freeze. Once you see Samurai Cop, you can't unsee it. Really, nor should you.
Before your lawsuit even gets off the court clerk's desk, I'll have their stinking bodies in garbage bags and ship them back to Japan for fertilizer. Got it?
Mike, I'm scared. It's getting dark.
Well, Torgo, which way is out of here? There is no way out of here. It will be dark soon.
No list of unintentional funny movies is complete without Manos, the Hands of Fate. Born from a bet by a fertilizer salesman, Harold P. Warren, this horror film was made on a shoestring budget with zero experience, and it shows in like every glorious, awkward frame. So the story follows a vacationing couple who stumble upon a mysterious lodge run by a wobbly-kneed caretaker named Torgo, who takes care of the place while the master is away.
I am Torgo. I take care of the place while the master is away.
That's about as much sense as the film makes. Most of it's poorly dubbed.
You are a troublemaker. You deserve to die.
It's underlit and just painfully slow. The editing, it's not existent. The scares, hilariously ineffective. And yet, Manos became a legend. Thanks in part to Mystery Science Theater 3000, God bless them. But also because it has the sincerity of a school play mixed with the pacing of a DMV line. It tries just so hard to be terrifying, but it ends up as one of the best accidental comedies in cult cinema. Torgo alone deserves his own musical. I mean, he's creepy, enduring, and just impossible to forget. Just like this movie. Oh, by the way, I sell a t-shirt in my store for this one.
Oh, you pretty ones. Let me see how good you are. I won't need you anymore. I have my own wife. I won't have to come in here to dream of having one of you.
Hey, Zach, give me a 4-7 in place of that rock. Oh, Carrie, darling, you looking prettier every day.
Man, this movie takes itself so seriously. It forgets it's about disco commandos on flying motorcycles. Megaforce was supposed to be the ultimate action movie. You know, elite soldiers and matching jumpsuits, battling international evil with laser tech and stunt bikes. What it ended up being was one of the most hilariously self-serious and flamboyant films of the 80s.
Sorry, chaps. Maybe next time. Return to base.
Barry Bostwick stars as Ace Hunter. He's a golden-haired leader of a multinational peacekeeping force who battles evil while spouting motivational slogans.
It's all on the wheel.
The wheel.
It all comes around.
The dialogue, it's earnest beyond belief. You know, like deeds, not words. But the vehicles are toy-ready machines that make G.I. Joe just blush.
Well, you talking about high tech? Whew. The leg must have worked overtime on that thing.
But nothing beats the film's finale. Ace rides his flying motorcycle into the sunset, doing slow motion mid-air thumbs up as orchestra music swells. The director, known for Smoking the Bandit, directs with all the subtlety of a monster truck rally, which, you know, it's fitting, because the movie is basically what you'd get if Liberace directed G.I. Joe. It's camp, it's glitter, and it's gloriously unaware, and it absolutely rules.
Oh, listen, I just wanted to say goodbye and remind you that the good guys always win, even in the 80s. See you, Duke.
You must have other spoofs that are as good as my glorious disaster. List them in the comments.
Obviously, the superior is having the man-animal chauffeured around.
Yes, well, dogs did prove to be more cooperative than the man-animals. For some reason, they weren't as useful when it came to manual labor.
Some bad movies are, you know, they're charming. Battlefield Earth, it's a straight-up disaster. But it's just so over the top, it becomes an accidental parody perfection.
I thought I told you to get some man-animals in here and fix it!
Adapted from L. Ron Hubbard's sci-fi novel, this post-apocalyptic epic was meant to be John Travolta's passion project.
It's a disgrace to my entire family line.
What we got instead was Dutch angels, green lighting, and dialogue that feels like it was improvised by theater kids who missed rehearsal.
Oh, friendly bartender!
Travolta's villain, Terrell, it's one for the ages. It's equal parts like Snidely Whiplash and space car salesman. He just stomps around in platform boots, hissing through his nose tube, and just chews like every inch of the scenery like it owes him money.
Damn right, rat brain. That's the first intelligent thing you've said yet.
Everything is played with deadly seriousness. Like mankind enslaved, alien domination, resistance fighters using ancient fighter jets. But this is filmed with such clueless bravado that it plays like a sci-fi sketch show. It totally tanked at the box office, but it did sweep the Razzies. and still found a fan base that watches it religiously. Ironically, of course. It's not good, but it's so unforgettable.
I see you have been fortunate in the hunt. I hope you thank the gods.
Looks like a non-believer.
I believe what I can see.
You know, what if someone tried to remake RoboCop, but they only had $13 in a gym membership? Well, that's R.O.T.O.R, a bizarre mashup of mismatched genres, odd voiceovers, and a robot that seems as confused about the plot as we are. R.O.T.O.R, which stands for Robotic Officer Tactical Operations Research, you know, it sounds impressive till you see the guy in wraparound shades and a mustache chasing people on foot and karate chopping tables. His programming, it goes haywire, you know, naturally. And instead of stopping crime, he just starts pulling over traffic violators and executing them. There's a scientist cowboy and this inexplicable romantic subplot, and the dialogue, it just sounds like it was written during an Adderall crash. But the real kicker, it's deadly serious. Like high art serious. Like Blade Runner in a strip mall serious. It's a perfect example of how trying too hard can lead to something just glorious. R.O.T.O.R isn't a parody. It's just misunderstood.
Who are you talking about?
There they
are! What are they?
Monsters, what do you want from me?
Troll 2. But no trolls. No logic. Just cult movie legend. Troll 2 has nothing to do with the original Troll movie. It's actually about goblins who trick a family into eating green slime so they can be turned into vegetables and devoured. Totally makes sense, right? No? Good.
Goblins don't need to justify their cruel acts. They are evil creatures.
The Italian-American co-production was made by a director who didn't even speak English, with actors who weren't actors, and a script that reads like, I don't know, alien fan fiction. But it's a lack of self-awareness that makes this one just iconic. The line deliveries are so stilted they sound dubbed, even when they're not.
We had car trouble. We'll be leaving this evening.
It's earned its cult following the hard way, becoming the subject of the documentary Best Worst Movie. And for good reason. You don't watch Troll 2, you witness it, you endure it, and then you quote it for the rest of your life.
What a surprise.
Choose, Elliot. Either me or your friends.
I don't understand.
Do you understand now?
I'm trying, but everything's going wrong. I try to be like you. I can't do it. I need help. Sensei Lee, you have to help me.
I must have watched this movie like 100 times when I was a kid. And no retreat, no surrender. It's what happens when a martial arts movie tries to copy The Karate Kid, but adds a ghost mentor, but forgets to hire anyone who knows how real people talk.
Now you force my hand. An example must be made.
It's just this glorious mix of sincerity and absurdity. Led by Kurt McKinney as Jason, who's a bullied teen who trains to fight the local karate thugs, and by local, I mean a gang led by Jean-Claude Van Damme in a unitard. What pushes this film into like unintentional parody territory is its complete, unwavering belief in itself.
No retreat, no surrender.
Jason, get ready, he's trained by the literal ghost of Bruce Lee,
No. This hand no power.
who's played by an actor who neither looks like nor sounds like Bruce Lee.
Listen to the warrior inside.
And within weeks, he's doing spin kicks like he's in Enter the Dragon. So I guess maybe it is just like Karate Kid, or at least Cobra Kai. The villains, they're just comically evil, and the romance is high school awkward. And the final fight, it's so dramatically lit, you think the fate of the world depended on it. Everything is played totally straight, and that's one of the things that makes it hilarious. I mean, there's no wink to the camera, just pure, unfiltered 80s martial art cheese served with a side of Ghost Mentor. And it is beautiful.
Utilizing chi. The result is power. Chi.
Before you split, make sure you like this video or I will fight you next.
Hey. Hey, wait.
What she's saying is, don't trust anybody.
Gymkata isn't just unintentional spoof. It's an unintentional revolution in genre mashing just gone so wrong. You take one part spy thriller, one part martial arts movie, and then you stir in some competitive gymnastics. What you get is a film where Kurt Thomas, who's a real-life Olympic gymnast, he's tasked with saving the world by winning a deadly obstacle course in the fictional country of Parmistan.
The only way we can get you into Parmistan is by back mule.
Every set piece, it's actually tailor-made for awkward flips and pommel horse attacks. There's a village of the crazies straight out of a haunted house attraction, and the dialogue is so laughable.
You are making... Yeah.
The stunt doubles, they're obvious, but what elevates, it's the total commitment. Everyone is trying, like really hard. This was supposed to launch Thomas into action hero stardom, but instead, it gave us one of the most bizarre, hilarious, and unforgettable B-movies ever made. It didn't mean to be funny, but we're all grateful that it is.
This is a real shame, Cabot.
I always said that special intelligence should have handled this whole operation.
You know, some movies, they're supposed to be funny on purpose. These movies, they weren't, but they made us laugh anyways. These films showed us that sincerity, however misguided, can be the funniest punchline of all. Hey, you got some unintentional spoof suggestions? Why don't you go drop them in the comments? Maybe we'll do a part 2. But until then, keep it weird, folks.
You lost. You lost face.
Did you notice that in the last 2.5 hours of that interminable journey, we didn't pass a petrol pump?
You bastards!